What up, what up, what up? Got an '07 Saturn Aura, 3.5 liter. We're doing a water pump. So first thing you're gonna do is release your little latches. Just pop the little clips off. Just got two at the top. This just came loose. I mean, you can loosen up that right there, or just unplug that. Either one. I'm just gonna flip that over. You got your air filter. Got a 10 millimeter right here, and that you just kind of pop it out. Same thing down there. You just pop those out. Just throw that over there to the side. I already took these two 15s out. Just two 15 millimeter bolts like that. It's like a little strut engine mount. You got to just slide on up like that. Your tensioner is going to drop down there, so we'll get to that in a second. Here's your water pump right here. You got four 10 millimeter bolts. I'm gonna go ahead and loosen those up right now, and then I'm gonna take out there's two 13 millimeter bolts right here on the bottom, right there and right there. Them two right there. So you can take out this mount right here. You can take out them two bolts right there. Right there. Those are 13s. You're gonna take those out, and then we can get that water pump out of there. So I'll take the two 13s out, then we're gonna loosen up the tensioner, then we'll take the pulley off, and we'll show you that water pump. Okay. So I loosened up the water pump bolts, 10 millimeters. Just use a little 1/4 inch, and that's a 3/8 drive. I'm using a serpentine belt tool. This guy right here, gear wrench serpentine belt tool. You can just get it with 3/8 ratchet, but let's say if you don't have 3/8 ratchet, you can right here on top. Let me get this angle right. All right, so you see right here. It's a little blurry. Alright, let me get this light down here. Okay. I gotta get a better light there. Let's do it like this. Alright. I'm gonna just shine my flashlight on it. All right, you see that right there? That little block right there. It's like a right there. All right, see that's my tool. You see that little square on the top? That's a 19 millimeter will fit on top of that little square right there. And then you just pull that square back this way, just like I'm doing with this belt. You know. So if you don't have like a 3/8 drive, you could use a 19 millimeter or an adjustable wrench, put it on that little square right there, and then you can use that to rotate your tension. Okay, and then once you rotate your tension, you take the belt off. Boom, you're gonna take them screws out, and then we're gonna pull the pulley off, and then there's like 5 bolts holding on the water pump. I'll show you how to do that. Okay, so here's a new water pump. See the hole? That's called a weep hole. So when your water pump goes bad, the bearing, the water's gonna start coming out that hole, and you'll probably notice like a belt squeal. So you see how that hole is right there? Let me zoom in a little bit here. Okay. All right. Yeah. So you see that hole right there on top? So that's how you want to orient this water pump. So this one's gonna go in just like that one, and then you want to have the hole on top. And you got 5 bolts. You know, there's 5 bolt holes, and those are 13 millimeter bolts, and it comes with a gasket. So what we're gonna do is put a little RTV gasket maker on the back of this one, and we're gonna put that gasket on, let it sit up and dry a little bit while I'm taking that one out. So clean this off. As you can see, we've got our water pump out. I cleaned off, took a gasket scraper, cleaned that off. There's a new water pump. Got a gasket on, maker on there. Oh yeah, one more thing. In order to get that water pump out, there's a damn tensioner with a 15mm bolt that goes right here. So that goes right here in this hole. Yeah. Yeah, that hole right there. That's where your tensioner goes. So you gotta take that tension out in order to get the water pump out. So go ahead and put that water pump in, tighten up our 13mm bolts. It's supposed to be 18 foot-pounds, which is not that tight. These pulley bolts, 18 foot-pounds also. It's not really tight. You don't want to over tighten it. That's an aluminum block, and you will strip it if you go too tight. So I'm gonna go ahead and put those in, put a tensioner in, put that back on, the pulley, and then we're gonna put our belt back on. Okay, so we got everything back together. We just gotta put the air box in, that's it. But so once you got your pulley bolts on, you're gonna put your tensioner in, then you're gonna put your motor mount back on. Well, before you put your motor mount in, make sure you got your belt on first. And you're gonna crank the car up, add coolant, let it warm up, let the thermostat open up, run the gas a little bit, get all the air out, boom, the job is done. It's a 3.5 liter 07 Saturn Aura. Same thing as the Pontiac G6s. Same thing, any 3.5 liter. GM.